The US is on the verge of the deadline to fund the federal government and avoid partial shutdown. President Joe Biden and his government are prepared to condemn the Republicans if no agreement on a federal budget is met soon.
Every member will have to go on record of where they stand.
House Speaker Kevin McCarthy tonight facing his biggest test yet, his caucus split over whether to fund the government beyond Saturday or try to force Washington to accept major spending cuts while also imposing Trump-era border security policies.
I don't think there's a clear consensus yet. We can get to the right number of votes.
Both the White House and Senate leaders calling on House lawmakers to avoid a shutdown by accepting a deal to fund the government for 6 more weeks.
Shutting down the government is not like pressing pause. It's an actively harmful proposition.
The White House rejects any blame for the stalemate. Officials declaring federal budget plans were agreed to months ago.
The Speaker wanted to set top lines. We set them. Now he needs to talk to whomever he needs to talk to in the Republican conference and live up to that deal.
For more than 3 million federal employees, a shutdown, even a brief one, will have consequences. Today, President Biden reflecting on how it may impact members of the military, many of whom would still be required to work even without a paycheck.
The House fails to fulfill its most basic function. It fails to fund government by tomorrow. We'll have failed all our troops.
Taxpayers, too, will be impacted. National parks will close. Getting a passport could take a lot longer. Reaching the IRS by phone won't happen. And Americans who rely on social assistance, including some food programs, could be denied benefits. And some government workers, like TSA agents, in protest over not getting paid, may even call out sick in greater numbers, potentially creating chaos at airports nationwide. Federal workers who are furloughed would end up getting back pay, but only after a government shutdown ends, meaning those workers who are living on a tighter budget would have quite a bit of uncertainty about when they would get their paycheck. As for Congress and the president, their pay would continue even if the government's shut down.